Buzzlocal.tv. Today we're joined by the leader of the NDP in New Brunswick, Jennifer McKenzie. Jennifer, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well this morning. How are you?
I'm doing very well. It's a little cold day in Moncton, but thank you so much for joining us over Skype from St. John. We're talking to you today about the NDP's recent promise to provide before and after school care. Can you tell us what that care would look like?
Well, we're very pleased to announce before and after school care in every school in the province where parental demand exists. And we would be putting the childcare in the classrooms before school day begins and after the school day ends, so that there's seamless care for the children from when the parents drop them off in the morning to when they pick them up at night. We're also prepared to provide flexible care for people who work shift work, for example, in the same environment.
When you say where demand exists, how much demand are you projecting? Is that could be the whole province?
Yes, well, we think that everybody in the province should have access to quality childcare, including people who live in rural villages and rural areas. And so we would place these childcare facilities in the classroom, and we have used projections of uptake of 65%, which would create 11,000 new spaces approximately.
And what kind of hiring would need to be done to accommodate those new spaces?
Well, every childcare would need, early childhood educators, which would be school board employees with all the salaries and benefits and pensions that go along with the school board. And we would be looking at about 1,000 new spaces across the province. And some of those, of course, would be right in the towns and villages, so they would be part of the community. So this is a way to build the school up as a community hub and make good use of the school space that exists already in those areas.
I'm wondering about costs. How would that be paid for?
Well, we've set a target cost of $10 for parents to pay for after-school care, and then if they do both before and after school, it would be $15, and that would cover most of the ongoing operational costs of the program. We see having a very high-quality program that has homework help, has recreation and sports, outdoor activities, using the playground, the library, the gymnasium, and all the resources at the school. And so most of the costs will be covered by the fees, but it would also, allow programming that is tailored to the needs of that particular community. So, for example, a school in an area where there's First Nations would have programming that was specific and appropriate for that group of children. So we would provide specific programming tailored to the community in the area where the school is.
Why childcare? Why before and after school childcare? I'm sure there's lots of things that NDP was considering or still is considering. Why focus on this issue?
Well, we're defining ourselves one plank at a time, and this is actually our fourth plank. We had raising minimum wage to $15 an hour. We have a greater emphasis on home care using the extramural program. We have announced post-secondary education, reducing and eliminating the fees for college students, for example. And this is our fourth plank. This is our daycare plank. And this is about making it easier for families in New Brunswick to raise their children here, and making it affordable and accessible and universal, which we think is very important, so that rich and poor families all go to the same daycare and get the same high quality program right in the school where it's convenient for them. It's a program that we feel will be very popular with parents.
What are the strengths the NDP is going to try to leverage in this election? Are there any ridings you're looking at specifically?
Well, we believe that the time is right now for the NDP in New Brunswick. Our policies and our way of looking at how government services are delivered are exactly what is needed right now, and provide, I think, a real alternative to the way the province is run. We will be focusing first, and have been focusing over the winter, first on two key areas, one where Yvon Gaudin had his federal riding, and one where Elizabeth Weir had her provincial riding in the St. John area where I'm running. Mm-hmm. But we're expanding out from that now. We're looking across the province at all the areas, and we're announcing our platform that is something that will be of benefit to everybody in the province. And we're very pleased and excited by how New Brunswickers are reacting to what we're doing. They seem to be very keen on having a different way of running the province with a strong civil service that works for the people of New Brunswick and provides the types of services that have been sorely lacking for a very long time.
Well, thank you so much for making time to talk to us today.
Oh, it was my pleasure. Thank you very much.
That's Jennifer McKenzie, the leader of the New Brunswick New Democratic Party. You're watching Buzzlocal.tv. I'm Alex Corbett. Thanks for watching.